Deep in the heart of a grand oak tree lived a tiny acorn named Oliver. He was the smallest acorn among his siblings and often felt overlooked. His brothers and sisters boasted about how they would grow into mighty oak trees someday. "You're too small to make a difference, Oliver," they teased, but Oliver didn't mind. He loved the world around him, the swaying grass, the chirping birds, and the way the sunlight danced through the leaves. He dreamed of doing something meaningful, even if he wasn't as big or strong as the others. One day, a powerful storm rolled through the forest. The wind howled, and the branches shook. Oliver held on tightly to his twig, but eventually, the wind knocked him loose, and he tumbled to the forest floor. "Now I'm all alone," Oliver sighed, lying in the muddy ground. Just then, he heard a faint whimper. Following the sound, he saw a tiny squirrel trapped under a heavy branch. The storm had knocked it down, and the squirrel was too small to free itself. Oliver knew he had to help. Using all his strength, he rolled himself under the branch, pushing with all his might. Though it was tough, Oliver refused to give up. With one final effort, he managed to lift the branch just enough for the squirrel to wiggle free. "Thank you, brave little acorn," the squirrel squeaked. "You saved me." As the days passed, Oliver lay in the soil, thinking about his adventure. Slowly, something amazing began to happen. A tiny sprout emerged from his shell, reaching toward the sky. Years later, Oliver grew into a strong oak tree, standing proudly in the forest. Birds built their nests in his branches, squirrels played in his shade, and he provided shelter and life to countless creatures. The forest whispered his story, calling him the brave little acorn. Moral of the story: even the smallest acts of courage can lead to great things. Never underestimate the power of kindness and determination.